Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you how to play Nunu like a pro and dominate your games. We're gonna be talking about the runes, items, play style, jungle route, all that stuff. Phase Rush Nunu has a lot of carry potential. It can be very useful if you want to guarantee your CC, or if you struggle landing your W, or if you think you'll struggle landing it. It's very good because it helps you fully land your E, land the snare on it, which also helps you land a full R. It's very similar to Aftershock Nunu. The main thing is, on Phase Rush Nunu, after you either go for red or blue Cinder Hulk, you're then going to be going for Proto Belt. That's going to be the main difference. Proto Belt helps you out a lot with your Phase Rush, landing it, staying on top of them. Synergizes really well, plus Nunu got some really nice AP scalings on his Q and his R recently, which is why it's also very popular on Nunu. You normally just want to start with your bot lane, unless there's a very specific reason you want to start somewhere else. I got my ward down, and I took my... I got Oracle Lens as well. I should have really warded the opposite side to make sure Volibear didn't invade. If we look on here on the mini map, they're still not to lane yet. The enemy top and bot still aren't there. Bot got there first, and they both have full mana. Okay, it looks like Volibear probably started bot because Mord was just waiting in that bush, so he wouldn't have gotten a leash top. He's most likely started on red buff. On Nunu, if you're not going to be starting red into wraps, if you're going to start on blue side, you want to take E level 2. It's a little bit better at point blank range against these camps. If you're going to start red and then do wraps, you do Q then W. But in this case, E is just a little bit better. It's going to be giving you more damage and speeding it up quite nicely. And then you'll get W from here. Learning it comfortable drifting, you can go into practice tool to figure this out, but you really need to get comfortable with it. It's going to help you speed up your camp clears significantly. There we go. We're going to move on to red buff. The nice thing about Nunu, what makes him so meta right now, very high win rate jungler, and is he's full HP. So even though she legit just flashed and ignited on me and I was taking red buff, I lived. Because when she started that crap, I was full HP. I'm going to go heal off of the golems here. Phase Rush also helped me get away. Got my W. Oh, mama! Fast, dude, you see how fast I am? That's the nice thing about Phase Rush Nunu is it has a much lower cooldown than Aftershock. Much lower. It's only like 20 seconds. Aftershock is pretty much a whole minute. Very short cooldown. Yeah, only a 15-second cooldown. That's insane. I can't believe that Irelia actually did that. That was really clever of her. If I was an off-meta jungler, someone who's much lower on health, she probably would have killed me there. Or even if I was on Evelyn. But since I have Phase Rush and obviously I was full HP at the time, she had trouble bursting through me. Irelia's probably a smurf. You don't typically see stuff like that unless somebody really knows what they're doing. She got lane prio and then went to cheese me. That's really smart. Smart stuff. Alright, so at this point, you normally back when you can afford your Bomby Cinder. I want to look to get Scuttle Crab. Scuttle Crab is massive gank options for Nunu. Whether you're playing Cinder or... Okay, it's gone. Whether you're playing Cinder or Phase Rush, Scuttle Crab speed up lasts through the full duration of your W, even when the Scuttle Crab speed up should normally fade. Got his flash, solid. I have my E here. I don't think Camille wants to do this though. Alright, we got bombies. We're gonna get a pink ward. We're gonna go set up a clear. Maybe push towards this Scuttle Crab. Volibear, no one can really fight him early unless you're gonna hard kite him out. Warwick can go toe to toe with him. Olaf kind of can. If Graves kites it out really well, Graves can. Volibear's getting a nerf soon, and then he'll be a little bit lower in the health as a jungler. They're nerfing his healing against monsters on his W. Yeah, Nunu's hyper meta right now. If you guys are looking for a tank jungler or a safe first pick meta jungler in general, Nunu is a very safe one. I'm really liking the Phase Rush. It feels really nice to have. It gets you out of those slippery situations that you wouldn't normally live from. There's Volibear. I have Bomby Cinder. I should win this. All my spells are on cooldown. Gonna clear this out. Gonna try to stop this guy's recall. I don't know if I don't think I actually stopped it there. This isn't warded, by the way. I'm gonna chill in bush. They probably just think I reset. Okay, watch this. Alright, we got him. We kind of messed up our E there. We still landed the snare part, but we were slow on the phase rush aspect. I'm gonna have to body block her. I just pushed her off of my low HP Ashe. Landed my phase rush. We're good to go. I'm ready to use W just like that. Hey, we got her under turret, boys. Well played. Since I was full HP, healed off the minion, I could tank the Irelia burst, keep her away from the Ashe. Blue's coming up in about 16 seconds. I'm going to take my wolves and then I'll grab blue buff. Nunu can solo dragon. I wouldn't recommend it until you have at least 3 points in your queue. If you try to do it before then, you'll get super low, like really, really low on health, like 100 HP, and you'll die super easily if anyone shows up. So don't take it before you have at least 3 points in your queue if you're trying to solo it. There's a good chance Volibear's on it. I'm going to go hit this plant. I think Lulu's going to it as well. Okay, he's not. That's surprising because Lulu was walking straight over there. Enemies are shoved up. We're going to repeat gank this. Start our W from a distance. We're going to chill for a second. Jinx is committed to that wave. She shoved really far up. Okay, Volibear is on dragon. I just saw him. We're going to go for Lulu. She has no flash. Now I need to go get to dragon, like right now. He's on it. I don't know if I can get there in time. Irelia's coming as well from mid. Got it, boy. Yeah, buddy. Ooh, that was a full nut. Got the luck shield. Hell yeah, guys. Hell yeah. People think Nunu can't carry, but right now in the meta, Nunu's win rate is insane for a very good reason. His stats are there. His gank options are there. He can do a 5 camp clear really fast. His 6 camp clear isn't terrible. It's just not optimal. He can start on red. He can start on blue. Doesn't matter too much. His red buff start is a little bit better, I think. Red buff W into Raptors because you can take them so fast. But his blue buff start Q into E. 3 camp clear isn't bad either. Get this W started up. We need to back and spend our gold. Center Hulk's a massive power spike. This isn't going to turn out well. See, I'm fast with my phase rush. I can tank turret and then get out really fast. So I can tank exactly how much I want to. Even without boots. Really liking the phase rush Nunu. You know, to go ahead and reset, our red side is vulnerable to the Volibear. Irelia is very vulnerable to gank. She doesn't even have boots yet. Can stay bot for the dive. I'm going to go for red smite. And we're going to go ahead and pick up tier 2 boots. So on Nunu, you have... hold on 1 second. Okay, there's Protobell. On Nunu, you have a couple of boot options. You have Tabbies, Merc Treads, or Swifties. The main reason why I opted for Swifties here is Swifties is 900. It's basically 600 golds after you have tier 1 boots. And then the Merc Treads or Tabbies are 800 gold once you have tier 2 boots. So the Swifties are 200 gold cheaper and it makes me really fast. I'm more concerned about landing my engages against the enemies. I'm not too worried about the tankiness. I feel like they're damage dealers. Irelia and Jinx aren't fed, so I don't have to worry about going Tabbies or anything like that. But you can go for Tabbies or Merc Treads. There's no shame in that. It's definitely the safer boot to run. Alright, we're gonna go for Herald. Ooh, what is this guy doing? See, I'm way faster than him. I don't really want to chase it though. I don't know where volley is. Oh, it's warded. Let's break it. This should be easy Herald. Irelia's dead and we have slight... Ooh. Come on top of him with phase rush. Knock him up. He's dead. Very nice. Now that he's dead, I should be able to take this with ease. Wow, Jinx Rocket out of nowhere. I don't think Mordekaiser can really mess with me, so I'm not too concerned. Mordekaiser doesn't have any items. I don't think he could even kill me, even if he trapped me in his R. Gonna get my E on her. Gonna R her. Got her in my snare. She's dead. Nunu is so insane, man. Camille actually just tried to take Herald. What a goofball. What an absolute goober there. Phase Rush Nunu might actually be my new favorite champion. I still love Aftershock Nunu for hardcore early game dives, but Phase Rush Nunu feels so crisp. And I just made a mistake there. You actually want to max your E second. Your W max second isn't quite as good, so that point I did in my W there was a mistake. Knock him up. He's actually winning the fight for whatever reason. Got him. I want to break down some turret plates before I lay Herald. Herald only scrapes 2. She probably doesn't realize it. There's a lot of people who don't realize Herald only takes 2 plate. And every plate you take gives the turret more armor temporarily, so laying the Herald early would actually just make the turret harder to take. Kind of ironic, right? That's why as a jungler, you need to play based off of your game knowledge. Most likely you know the role better than your laners know the role, because they're not playing jungle and you are. So don't feel like you have to do everything your laners say. In fact, if you know better, it's just better to mute them or to ignore them. I could have taken the time to type and explain it, but it's just not worth it. It is what it is. I'm gonna go mid off the speed up. The speed up lasts the whole time on your W. It's like a weird bug to where even when the scuttle speed up technically ends, you still have the full thing. It's pretty crazy. She even flashed there. I was even close, man. MVP, how to play Nunu like a pro, man, right here. Watch this. I'm going to E him. I want him to stun me before I use my R. I got his flash. Not bad. I was waiting to use R until he'd used his stun, because his Q stun cancels out my R channel. Lux is going ham. Yeah, I don't know. I have more items than Volibear. I have tier 2 boots. He doesn't have any boots. I mean, he doesn't have any tier 2s. No one's reacting yet. I mean, Irelia might be on her way. Yeah, she is on her way. I know you're in here, Volibear. I can smell you. You smell like poop. Watch this phase rush. Speed up, baby. I'm so fast. Oh my goodness, man. I definitely recommend phase rush Nunu. It's pretty nuts. Alright, we're just gonna back off here. Remember, your W on Nunu makes you immune to slows, so if you're getting hit by blue smite or an Olaf Q or red buff auto slow, then I don't know what Thresh is doing there, goofball, then that's when you'd want to use W when you're trying to run away. That's when Volibear was running away. He didn't get a movement speed bonus on me when he blue smited me because of my W. A lot of people don't realize that. Or if like Nasus is trying to slow you with his Wither, you just W and it instantly removes it. It's only for slows though, not snares or knockups or stuns, just slows. Slows are the most common CC normally. Things like red buff gives everyone a slow when they have it. Alright, we're gonna set up a W bot lane. We have a lot of map pressure. If the enemies shove up, that's when you go in for it. We're gonna want to play off the scuttle. You don't have to stand on it as long as you go through at some point with your W. Alright, there's Volibear. The movement speed's gonna get really high. Knock him up. Oh, I missed my snare, dude. I needed to stay on top of him for longer. I messed that up. If I would have walked with him a little bit more as I was landing my E's, just walk with him, my phase rush, I could have landed the snare and then R'd, but he barely dodged the snare, which also allowed him to dodge the R quite easily. Well played on Volley's part. Gotta give him credit. He's slippery. He has Swifties. He's very fast. There was Irelia. She's being a little turd. We have them bot lane again. We have more items. They still don't have a full item yet. This is easy gank. Get comfortable with the drift. The faster you're moving, the harder it is to drift. but you just kind of figure that out the more you play Nunu. Knock her up, hit her with E. Try to hit her with E. Run out of turret range. We're taking too much damage. We live because she doesn't have full item. If she had full item, we probably would have died there. We're going to go back in. I think Ashar somehow missed, even though it was like right on her. Here we go! Running people over snowballs is hilarious. Alright, we need to spend our gold. In general, if you can buy a full item, that means you're holding too much gold. In general, 1500 to 2k gold is the max you ever want to have. Yeah, I'm really fast. I have tier 2 boots. Turn it into them. Got a double knock up. I'm still tanking. I was tanking the whole time there pretty much. Ran out with my phase rush. I'm going to pull off towards this pink ward and reset. We can get our proto belt. After proto belt on phase rush Nunu, you want Deadman's or Spirit Visage. Their team is mostly... So they have AD, mixed AP. Their team's really even in terms of attack damage and magic damage, to where I think we just go for Spirit Visage. Deadman's is really good on Nunu for straight pathing, like at a base or just rolling your snowball straight down a lane. However, it can make it really hard to actually drift your snowball. The faster you're moving, it becomes less and less feasible to actually drift. So in this case, I'm going to opt for Spirit Visage. If they have equal AP and AD, Spirit Visage tends to be better since it synergizes really well with your Q. If they were more AD heavy, let's say that is in Xiao Jungle, that would give them a solid 3 AD champions, then I would go for the Deadman's Plate. Knock them up. The W has huge AoE, so if you hit a wall that's like right by them, you'll land it. We have our proto belt we'll be using here now. Don't know where Irelia went. Let's try to drift this. I think they're in here. This is kind of dangerous for me to go for. My teammates are following up. Hold 'em still, boys! I didn't even have to use proto belt. If you use proto belt while you're ulting, you will cancel your ultis. So normally you want to E proto belt first and then ult. In that situation, Irelia wasted her stun. Lulu wasted polymorph, which set me up free R. If they don't have any hard CC left, you just smack them with an R. Land a full channel. Any CC outside of a slow or a snare will cancel Nunu R. Porta belt into him, help me land it. Flashed away. Dragon's coming up. We should play around that. Also be playing around Herald. My team, we're kind of just trying to force because we're so far ahead. Realistically, we don't have to. We have them in a chokehold. We don't have to go in for any fancy maneuvers. Just go for Dragons and Heralds, and we can slowly choke them out. On Nunu, late game, he still scales really well. Junglers like Zac or Rammus will outscale him in terms of full build. Nunu's more of a early mid-game tank champion. In the late game, like I said, he's not terrible, but there are some tank junglers that will outscale you. If you still are landing really big W picks, then you'll be just fine, even against things like Zac or Rammus. I think I really ran this way. I can smell her. She smells like poop. It's pretty fast. I'm moving at 500 though right now on this little speed up. Oh wow, he landed on a minion. I thought he actually hit her. I'll actually give that to Ashe. She's running low on mana. As long as you're in the jungle, once you have Hunter's Talisman or the full jungle item, either one, you get a lot of mana regen per second. Oh, it's about to disappear. Yeah, it's gone. The Baron at like the 8 second mark, when Baron's about to spawn in, it makes the Herald disappear. Got flashes. You can use our E's disengage. You don't have to stop moving to cast E either. You can run the other way and cast E without slowing down yourself at all. Very few abilities like that in League. Oh my, I'm in a turret. Oh no, I missed my R. I thought I set it up perfectly. Gonna Q her, get a bunch of health back. She made the mistake of trying to hit me. Unless you can one-shot Nunu, he heals so much off of his Q alone that you're not really going to take him down. We can go ahead and snag this. They only have 2 people alive. Can't really step up to defend it. At this point, we pull off. We shouldn't really start Baron. We can't take it very fast without the Ashe. Start your W off from a distance. Make sure you're not tanking the turrets. Lulu has boots of mobility. She's going to be hard to catch. I'm tanking, and I'm out. Camille overstayed there a bit. That's alright. I'm going to coast this into Raptors. I can't really get to the Lulu there. She's behind the wall. Gonna drip this bad boy in. Very nice. While we're waiting, we could start Baron realistically, or I can farm their camps. Just when you have this big of an advantage, don't go back in your own camps and farm them unless you have no other options. At the very least, even if you're not taking Baron as a team, you'll at least be depriving the enemy of resources and still making sure you're not falling behind. That was a really good luck shield. I'm out of mana. I need to heal mana back up in the jungle. I can't do much here. Protobelt into him. Hit him with the Q. He's dead. I'll red smite him. Red smite the Irelia. I have no mana. All I have is auto attacks and my Cinderhulk burn. Get our passive attack speed off whenever you attack a champion or like a structure. It gives it to you and your closest ally. Nunu's passive is relatively throwaway, to be honest. Just a little bit of attack speed for you and a nearby allied champion. I'm just tagging both turrets there for fun. We are going to have to pull off though. Me and Thresh don't have the damage here. If anything, I should just hit the minions and let the super minion do my bidding. I do want to pull off. I'm out of mana. Hit him with my E. We haven't had many opportunities to get high value out of Protobelt. I do want to back off though. Your next item on Nunu is typically going to be Stone Plate. Or if they have double crit champs, like a Yasuo Jinx, you could go for Randuin's. But yeah, you normally Stone Plate, Randuin's at this point, or Dead Man's Plate. Since they have AP and AD, I'll just go for the Gargoyle. It'll give me both stats and make me very tanky. Looks like we're going to end. And that's how you play Nunu like a pro, guys, and hyper carry your team. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is KingStix. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.